What up? It's Chris. I'm the Long Box Punk, and I am back with yet another review. This time it is a horror anthology because spooky season's upon us. I don't care what anybody says. To the contrary, it is spooky season. And so, to kick things off, Comic Unknown sent me a copy of Phantasmagoria. Ba-da-da-da! It's an indie comic horror anthology. 9 tales in this book. Weighs in at 91 pages, and there is some really fun horror comics in this book. Let's take a look, shall we? First and foremost, you get a little taste of all 9 tales here on the cover. A little thumbnail, little teasers for you. I'm going to show you all of the creative teams that went into this. Here they are here. Here they are here. We got Angie Go-Go. We got Gaia's Succession. It Remains, Orion's Cube. And then over there, we got Exodus Z, Zombie Fubar. We've got, I think, my favorite one in this anthology, Ingrown. We've got Oculus Diavoli, and then Sexually Transmitted Demons and the Tales of Goop here down at the bottom, right? Yeah. Ooh. And then Juliana Graves with doing a intro welcome. Think of it like Tales of the Crypt intro welcome. Viewers! You know how the Crypt Keeper would keep things? Here she is. Right, there's the design, very Frankenstein-esque. Whole lot of horror. Now, I really enjoyed, I don't want to give too much away and spoil some stuff, but here's the first front for Angie Go-Go, and I'm going to stop sharing because there's some adult content and some of our more sensitive viewers might not enjoy it. But Angie Go-Go is basically the tale, if you couldn't tell by that little snippet, of a stripper who becomes a vampire. She gets bit and then she feasts on men being just awful, terrible people. You know, they treat her because she's a stripper like meat, and then she ends up feasting on them as if they're meat. Full circle there for you. It just, you know, it's a good revenge tale. And guys are the worst, aren't we? Then we had Exodus Z, Zombie Fubar, a nice zombie tale here coming out of a plane crash. I'll just give you the title cards and then it'll be up to you to figure out the rest. That's what I'll do. That's what we're going to do. This was, I really like the color play in this one. A lot of like bright greens and oranges are used when the zombies are in scene. And there's some explosions and some fire and some brimstone that's coming down from the skies above. Super fun tale there. Then we've got a tale that I think I really enjoyed this one too. Gaia's Succession. This one basically is saying that corporations and what they're willing to do to get their way are the real monsters. And, you know, there's blood and guts and gore and maybe a dash of torture. This was pretty dark, honestly. This was a dark one. So if you're faint of heart and you don't like torture, then maybe don't read this one. Because it's in there, but you know, some of the bad guys start to get their own, as you may or may not have picked up from the little title card there. And then I think I think it's safe to say that this is my favorite one. No dialogue at all. It's called Ingrown, and it's a good body horror. And I don't know if you like body horror, but if you like body horror, this would probably be your top tale too. All black and white except for the entities that are ingrown, which are red. And I like that contrast in the black and white and red. And I like the horrific finale, like final splash page. We've got It Remembers. This was, they're all fun in their very own ways. They all cross a bunch of different genres of horror, which I really enjoyed too. This is more like a monster, like friend betrayal type of story. And the coloring, the art on this was, it wasn't like heavily detailed, but also it really used the play of the colors to tell the story and push it forward. And so I really like the aesthetic approach to this tale a lot. until you get to see the monster, and then everything just kind of goes haywire. And I love that. I love the intentionality behind that. The next tale is this one here, Oculus Diavoli. I might be saying that wrong. I'm not the best, but I love the monster design on this one. Kind of like an arachnid meets humanoid meets cryptid type of it's a demon, and also like it's hauntings in a small town and long dead demons that have just been sticking around our main setting in the Devil's Lake, which is just, I mean, come on, cryptids and stuff. Let's go. And then we've got this one, which is Orion's Cube. Some weird character designs in this one. This one definitely leans more cryptid in nature, and I enjoyed this one too. They all had a very unique style to them as well. This one has some really great page layouts and very bright neon colors, which definitely gave it a very like 80s like Reanimator vibe, and I dig it. You know, I'm into it. And then we've got Sexually Transmitted Demons, which, you know, demons. This is very demon. This is very action. Some really great page layouts in this one that break the standard mold, which if you have been paying attention to anything that I have been saying since starting the show, I enjoy the atypical page layouts and the use of like breaking through panels, giving items more energy or more significance in the scene. And then the final page as our main demon hunter is kind of making her final soliloquy monologue moment was just really, really cool. Liked it a lot. And then the final tale here, we've got the tale of Goop, who is actually the frog guy. It's the frog guy. This is like fantasy horror. So a lot of humanoid type monsters or folks that make up our main team of characters. Some elves. There's a vampire in this one as well. And this is all about bloodlust and fighting the monster that's trapped within ourselves. And that's Phantasmagoria. So a lot of fun. There's a cover gallery on here as well. A lot of pinups from the monsters and all the different artists kind of taking their take on each other's tales, which I think is great. And so I will give you show you this page. So Exodus Z Zombie Fubar is one of the tales in this, and you can read issue 1 of it. It's available now, and then also coming to Kickstarter actually just soon is going to be Drunk Mom. So be on the lookout for that. If you want to keep up with Comic Unknown, just go to comicunknown.com. Also, The Comic Unknown on Instagram and Comic Unknown on Facebook. That's how you get a hold of them. That is Phantasmagoria. Let's see if we can quickly go through all the stuff, and you won't see anything they're not supposed to see, and there it was. Thanks so much to Comic Unknown for sharing this. Really enjoyed this indie horror anthology. I love horror comics, and it is spooky season. Happy spooky season to you. I hope you're getting your fill of all the indie horror comics that you possibly can. And that's going to be it for this interview. It's not an interview. It's a comic review. That's going to be it for this review, punks. Now go do what's good for you and read some spooky indie comics. Until next time, I'm out of here.